part of the Dynamic NFT Collateralization Group, and this is our implementation of our project. It's all centered around the user portal, which is the main contract that the users will be interacting with. It has all the key functions such as withdraw, supply, borrow, redeem collateral, add collateral, repay your loan, and even liquidation functions such as place bids and purchase an NFT. Now, this contract is just like a user interface. It calls other contracts, which are more the back end of it. So moving on to the more back end and the algorithms of our project, we have the lending pool contract, which serves as the reserves for the Ethereum coin. We keep track of and we allocate interest back to the lenders, and we track how much interest the borrowers owe in this contract. In the collateral manager contract, this is a contract that where a lot of the magic happens in terms of bundling multiple NFTs together and adding them as one whole collateral value. And we have this dynamic collateral management system where we're able to add more collateral whenever you want to in the loan. If you're getting liquidated, you could add more collateral and increase your health factor and avoid getting liquidated. And you can redeem whenever you want if the health factor allows for it. Another cool feature is if you do get liquidated and you have multiple NFTs in a bundle, it will go through each NFT and simulate what would happen if that NFT were to be liquidated. And if it increases the health price enough, then it won't liquidate any further. It will only liquidate some of the minimal set of your NFTs in order, so you don't lose all of your NFTs and your debts, your collateral. Moving on to how we price the NFTs, we price it using the on-chain contract NFT values, which pretty much is responsible for communicating with off-chain sources like our inner scripts file, the mock request price API, which listens for events being emitted from NFT values and then sends in a price that we're going to value that NFT at. And it calculates that price using the file get NFT price, which uses the simple hash API and queries that data to get not only the floor prices, but also a time-weighted average of the sales history for that particular NFT token. We also do some other security checks and measures. So to reevaluate based off the floor price and in between the floor price and that weighted time average sales history price. To simulate liquidation, we use an auction and a liquidity pool mechanism in the NFT trader contract. In the NFT trader, you're able to place bids on a new listing for up to 24 hours, and the highest bid wins. And in case if the borrower, it's also the 24 hours serves as the borrower's grace period where he could increase his health factor enough and get that NFT delisted from an NFT trader back to collateral manager so he could go on with his loans. We have some great tests. The most expensive one is the basic test. We use mock deploy. We use all hard hat deployments, and we've tested all of our APIs and our off-chain requests and update functions to update values on the chain. A lot more of that is on the README if you want to explore more of that. Anyways, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. We worked really hard on this project, and we're excited that it's finally finished.